Hello everyone. Well, let's see. Today I'm on Placerita Canyon. This is a road, that's a canyon road that's just off Highway 14, just north of the 14 and 5 split and north of Los Angeles. And the reason I'm here is because there's a few things to see here that are quite exciting, at least to me. And there's a lot of history on this road. First thing I'm going to do is we're going to drive by, I'm moving my camera here, we're going to drive by the Golden Oaks Ranch. Now the Golden Oak Ranch is not just the Golden Oaks Ranch, and there's a reason why it's called the Golden Oaks Ranch. And there's a couple of gates to this ranch, and here is the main gate here. And I'm going to stop here just to get a grand look at it, and if Muffin doesn't block the view a little bit there, Muffin, my dog, but there it is. All right, Muffin, step away for a moment, Muffin. There you go. And so there's the main gate. And as you can see, it does say private property, but this is also known as the Disney Ranch. That's right, the Disney Ranch. Disney has a ranch where they do a lot of filming for a lot of their content, obviously. And this is called the Disney Ranch. Now, I've been here before as a kid. My dad was in the business. He trained animals, and there's been a few occasions we've been to this ranch. And it was always known as the Disney Ranch, but its official name is the Golden Oaks Ranch. And there's another reason why it's the Golden Oaks Ranch, and I'm going to get to that in a minute, but I'm also peeking over the hill here as I'm driving because we can't get into the ranch, but there's some great views of the ranch along the way. And we just have to be keen and careful in where we can see it. Now there's another gate right there, and it always points to the main gate to get in. But going around here slowly enough, we should see a pretty good view, but it's real quick. It's really, really fast. So I'm going to try to catch it so you can see who and what and where. It's coming up here. Here's another gate. There's cars coming. If there's cars coming, it's going to be fun going this slow, but this could be the spot right here. I'm going to look, and voila, there it is. All right, that wasn't a great view, but I'm stopping the car. I'm going to go take a look. Okay, I'm stopping on the side of the road, safe of course. And look at that. There is a whole town in there. A city of sets. These are movie sets, film sets for the TVs, for film and television. There it is. Now this is just one portion going around the trees over there and down the way. There's more to it. But look at that. It's all just in the bushes in the canyon right there. And once you get in there, there's roads and there's parks. There's a lake in there. There's fish and birds and such. And so that's the Golden Oaks Ranch on this road here. We're going to head down the road a little bit, and there's more to see. All right, we're continuing on down this road, and it looks like they just paved it. It's pretty nice. Now this road is also known as the Road of the Golden Oak Dream, Oak Dream, like I get that right. But this is called Placerita Canyon Natural Area. And inside here is a great park. This place is pretty neat. There's lots of hiking trails in here and a great place to visit. Now that's what I'm looking at right there. Golden Oak. Oak of the Golden Dream. Oak of the Golden Dream. You can see all the cars in here. Here's a house over here that says the Walker Cabin. Right there. Alright, so we're going to park here. Oh, up here, before I park there, we're going to go see this because there's a nature area here. Well, it's all nature, but an actual nature center. And inside here, they've got a few exhibits, and that are kind of nice. Get a place to park here. So this is a nice area here. Placerita Canyon Nature Center. As you can see, Muffin, she likes it. It says no birds. If you have a bird, don't bring your bird. Because inside here, they have their own birds. Like here, they have eagle. Oh, there's another dog over there. And then over here, they got another bird. You guys closing up?
Yeah, 4 o'clock.
Oh, 4.
Stays open.
Okay. You can see the owl right there. Pretty neat. Muffin's pulling on the camera. Try to do this and hold the dog. There we go. There she is. She just loves it. So anyhow, if I can say that right, we'll walk out here a little bit just to see what there's to see. We'll go over here. Shows that there's a lot of trails to go walk on. A lot of trails. Here's a sign here even talks about the trails. So walking down that way will get you a lot of trails. And then there's a sign here that talks about times and such. Some more trails over there to see. Just a beautiful area. Really beautiful. And it's hot, but believe it or not, there's a cool breeze coming through here, which is very nice. And there's more trails straight ahead here, some more hiking trails. I don't think they're horribly difficult, but there might be a few that go a long way. Okay, we got back in the car because I'm going to drive back over to that other area of the Golden Oak Dream. And it's a pretty nice historical place. I guess I'm going to park here and just walk on down there. Let me see if I can get a little closer actually. So now I'm going to keep walking over here. Golden Oak of the Golden Dream. Now, if you don't know what that means, or what that is, this is where gold was discovered in California. It even says that. Well, I think it says that down there. It says, use Heritage Trail. But this trail should take us down to the Golden Oak, where gold was discovered. Gotta switch the leash around with Muffin. You know, dogs, you got them on a leash and then they turn around and walk on the other side. You gotta switch hands. Okay. So we're gonna keep walking down this trail. Here's another sign that says geology in Placerita Canyon. Okay, so talks about the geology. All right, but we want to go look at the Golden Oak, at least the area where that Golden Oak might be. There's a place to sit down. And this is kind of neat. There's some old style mining equipment. That's pretty neat. There's some more there. That's really neat. And then over on this side, there's a few things. Some tools. And then this says oil in Placerita Canyon. SoCal oil industry in Southern California. Oil industry began in the Newhall area in the late 19th century. Remnants of the industry on display, including an oil pump, oil production, packer, rotor, rock drill bit, and tool rack, which are manufactured in early 20th century. So oil was a big deal here. A nice pathway here. It's going to head probably, well, I don't know how far. Just kind of walking it. And that's, okay, see way down up there now, you can see one of those oil drums. Zoom in a little bit. So that's something they were talking about. So now we're coming into a tunnel. This is actually, well, the dog had a good smell there. All right. This is actually a waterway. This was built a long time ago as a waterway. And then this, of course, is the tunnel where water flows through. You can see there's a wall right there. There's some water still going through this channel. I think I was here a long time ago and I was actually walking on the other side. Huh. And then look at the mural. Wow. That's pretty neat. Well, and there's a mural all here as well. That's pretty neat. A little fox there with a rodent, and there's a squirrel there. Some deer, and up there it says Placerita Canyon before man. Okay, well, wait, there's some man. Looks like some ladies. Interesting. And there's some of the stream right there. And that's pretty neat. Oh, this is really nice through here. These paintings are beautiful. I don't know when they were painted, but there it is. And now we're at the other end. Ooh, there's more painting on that side. Oh, see how the echo stopped? So I think there's probably, looks like the painting probably stops right there. Right there on the edge. Looks like, oh, the painters were using, I don't know if you can see it, but it looks like they were using the paint side that's not painted as like testing their paints. I don't know if that's completely true or not, but it looks like it to me. Here we are. And there it is. There's the oak tree. The reason why it's the oak tree is because this is where gold was discovered, right next to this tree. You can see now it's all blocked off. There's nobody trying to find gold now, but here's a plaque here. This is Braille, so if you read Braille, you can get a little history of the oak tree. Now it might be a little dark in there because the sun is hitting it just right, but there it is. I'll zoom in, maybe that'll help it get a little clearer. The dog's pulling on the cameras, might be a little bumpy. I mean, that is a heck of an oak tree. How many years is that? Well, there's probably a year stated on one of these plaques. And then I'll zoom back out and we'll zoom up and see, here's the oak tree. Look at that. Yep, there it is. I'm going to go over here and get a shot of this plaque. It says the Oak of the Golden Dream. Let's see if I can zoom in and get a little more. Francisco Lopez made California's first authenticated gold discovery on March 9th, 1842. While gathering wild onions near an oak tree in Placerita Canyon, he found gold particles clinging to the roots of the bulbs. San Fernando placers and nearby San Feliciano Canyon were worked by Sonoran miners using panning, sluicing, and dry washing methods. Lopez's find predated James Marshall's strike at the Sutter's Mill by 6 years. California Registered Trademark, Landmark 168. So there you go. Right here, there was wild onions. And I guess he liked onions. And he found gold in the process. So here, there's just kind of an area where you can sit and enjoy it. There's something else. It says Oak of the Golden Dream. In 1839, the Mexican government granted to Antonio del Valle some 43,000 acres of the Santa Clarita Valley known as Del Val Rancho. On March 9, 1842, Francisco Lopez y Albelo, the brother-in-law of Antonio del Valle, visited the rancho while napping under a great oak tree. He dreamt that he was surrounded by gold and he was very rich. Upon awakening, he picked up a branch of wild onions that were growing around some sycamore trees just north of the great oak tree. Aha! Attached to the onion roots were several small pieces of gold. This discovery by Francisco Lopez y Arbelo marked the first recorded discovery of gold in California. So it was in the bushes nearby the oak tree. Okay, so the oak tree is the monument, basically. And so in the bushes nearby, that's where he found that gold. I seem to remember as a kid, or at least younger, parking up closer to the road up here and walking a trail down this little part here to get to here, and walking through there before it was painted and all this built. I think these monuments were, these markers, it might have been one marker, that big one by the oak tree, that one right there, may have been there. But in any case, this is what it is now. It's very accessible to everybody who wants to come take a look at it. And nice little day trip. Nice little day trip. It's really hot right now, but it's not as hot as it could be. It's probably 90 or so. Gets 100 and 110 or so. It's a lot. Well, it's a lot more hot. All right. Well, I hope you enjoyed this. We're going to continue up the road and see what other adventures we can see. And thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time. Like how you smile right there. See you next time. We'll see you. If you liked the video, please hit the like button and please subscribe. And please take a look at the description below for a travel book and other resources that may help you on your next trip. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.